I want to talk about alternative solutions to taking pills for the rest of your life. If you struggle with speaking anxiety at all, you've probably encountered beta blockers such as propranolol. These pills you take that reduce your heart rate, reduce your blood pressure, reduce the bodily symptoms you experience. A lot of people are looking to that as a solution to their speaking anxiety. I'm Tristan de Montebello. I was one of the fastest competitors to reach the final of the World Championships of Public Speaking. And that journey completely changed my life. It changed my confidence. It changed how I walked around in the world. And it led me to co-found the company Ultraspeaking.com with Michael Gendler, where we've devoted our lives to figuring out how to solve public speaking anxiety once and for all. So let me start by saying that I have nothing particularly strong against propranolol. I don't really like the idea of taking pills for the rest of my life in anything, but I know plenty of students who take propranolol, have taken propranolol, but I know many, many more who have gotten off of these pills and no longer imagine a world where they'd ever need them because of the journey they've been on tackling their speaking anxiety. The way I see propranolol, I see it as a life jacket. If you're thrown in the middle of the ocean and you don't know how to swim, a life jacket will save your life. But the reality is, if you are completely dependent on this life jacket and you live in water world, then it's probably a good idea to learn how to swim. In my mind, communication is ubiquitous. It's everywhere in your life, particularly the type of communication that you can't prepare for. So what can you do to reduce your anxiety? There are three things I want to state. Number one is you want to change the state in which your body is when you find yourself in a situation where you know you're going to speak. If you have anxiety, you're experiencing a lot in your body. Your body is going to be on high alert. So before going to work, before a social situation, before a presentation, go out for a long run, go out for a bike ride, a swim, a workout. Do anything that's going to release endorphins and allow your body to have a lower baseline. Second piece of advice is take a breath before you speak. It sounds so simple, but if you just take one breath in and a long breath out, which looks completely natural, you're going to lower your baseline, which is going to lower the peak of anxiety, which is going to make you feel that much more comfortable. And last but not least, maybe the most important piece of advice I can give you is join some kind of a club that's going to create a safe environment for you to practice your skills. You can join a bowling club, a gardening club, a professional club. It doesn't matter. You can even join an ultra speaking club, which is specialized in speaking anxiety. The only thing that matters is that you find yourself in a situation, in a scenario where you're going to be with the same people week after week. Because what's going to happen? You're going to get comfortable with these people. They're all going to be rooting for you as a human being. And as a result, you're going to be able to take more and more risks to show yourself more and more. And as you do so in an environment that's very safe, where you're going to be rewarded for taking risks, your body is going to learn that it's actually safe in doing so. And you're going to have a playground where you can spend time finding yourself and finding your own voice. What you're doing is you're building a stack of evidence that builds up your confidence and is going to allow you to then go into different environments, knowing what it feels like to be you, what it feels like to be a confident version of you. Look, there's no shame in taking medication for real problems. But for the vast majority of people, there's a world in which you can take the life jacket off and learn how to swim. I know this can be very scary. It's a big journey, but it's a very personal journey. It will be very unique to you, but it's going to be very energizing and rewarding as you're on the journey. And I think that's what's magnificent about these personal growth ventures that we get on. As we take the first step, we get energy from that very thing. So this is a truly worthwhile journey, and I wish you good luck.